Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator. And in this video, we're going to talk about something that just kind of made headlines recently, that a new study finds toxic PFAS, which are forever chemicals, in Canadian fast food packaging. And it isn't just Canadian packaging, it's in fast food packaging, and PFAS are used in a lot of products, but the chemicals that are used in packaging can end up in the food, the study finds. And it's not in the headline right here. Again, it says it can end up in the foods. And even the safer PFASs that are out there, they're still hazardous, the study finds. And, you know, it also ends up in the air and water. And these forever chemicals, now, this is the Guardian. I'm sorry, it's here in this Consumer Reports article that these chemicals were invented in 1938. A 27-year-old chemist named Roy Plunkett stumbled across a new type of chemical, one with a bond so strong it would end up sticking around long after he died, in fact, almost forever, which is why they're called forever chemicals. It says today this practically unbreakable compound, created when the elements carbon and fluorine are fused, can be found in the air and the water, as well as in our bodies, our food, and our homes. That's because in the decades since Plunkett's discovery, thousands of substances that rely on this type of carbon fluorine bond have been created and added to a wide variety of products to make them resistant to heat, water, oil, and corrosion. So these chemicals are found in nonstick pans and waterproof gear, but also in grease-resistant packaging that holds your food from takeout chains and supermarkets. So these were, thought to be a seemingly virtuous alternative to plastic, but the packaging made with PFAS often resembles paper or cardboard. And they make it so that salad dressing and fry oil do not leak through. So, the packaging, and just like paper plates, went from being paper plates to being very high tech pieces of plates that, right, you know, repel the salad dressing and the fry oil and whatever else you put on the plate that would have otherwise been absorbed by the paper plate. But the thing is that in recent decades, PFAS exposure has been linked to a growing list of problems, including immune system suppression, lower birth weight, and increased risk of some cancers. This raises alarms about the use of these compounds, especially in items such as burger wrappers and salad bowls. So, an environmental engineer at Food Packaging Forum, Justin Boucher, says that we know these substances migrate into the food you eat. It's a clear, direct exposure that's especially likely when food is fatty, salty, or acidic. And some research even suggests that PFAS levels are higher in people who regularly eat out. And the thing is, when the packaging is tossed into the trash, it can end up in landfills, and PFAS can contaminate water and soil, or it is incinerated and PFAS can spread through the air. So Consumer Reports tested more than 100 food packaging products from restaurant and grocery chains, and they found these chemicals in many types of packaging, from paper bags for French fries and wrappers for burgers to molded fiber salad bowls and single-use paper plastic. PFAS were in some packaging from every retailer they looked at. And of course, the big chains here, they're saying that they're looking to, take steps out, or, reduce it in its packaging or just to completely phase it out, but that's something they're looking to do. It's not something that is done right now. And right now, PFAS are a class of about 14,000 chemicals that are often used to make products resistant to water, stains, and heat. And they're called forever chemicals because they do not naturally break down, and they are linked to cancer, liver problems, thyroid issues, birth defects, kidney disease, decreased immunity, and other serious health problems. So yeah, again, it says that for decades, the chemicals have been added to paper bags, paper wrappers, bags, plates, cups, and other food packaging to help repel grease and water that would otherwise deteriorate the products. And they are especially common in the type of molded fiber bowls, often marked as green and compostable. So here is the product with the highest level at each of these restaurants. They tested at all these restaurants. Arby, it was the paper bag for cookies. Same for Burger King. Kava, a fiber tray for kids' meals. Chick-a-Flick, Chick-fil-A, a wrapper for sandwich wraps. McDonald's, the paper bag for French fries. Nathan's, paper bag for sides. Sweet Green, paper bags for focaccia. Taco Bell, paper bags for chips. So this stuff obviously isn't good for you. Forever chemicals aren't good for anything. They get into everything, the air, the water, the soil, your bodies. And Miriam Diamond, professor in the Department of Earth Sciences and School of the Environment at the University of Toronto, and the study co-author, her summary at the end here says that the use of PFAS in food packaging is a regrettable substitution for trading one harmful option, single-use plastics, for another. We need to strengthen regulations and push for the use of fiber-based food packaging that doesn't contain PFAS. And I mean, I agree with her that we need to take these out of here. And we definitely need to not have single use plastics, but we need to not have single use anything. Okay, but we don't need to strengthen regulations, and the fiber based packaging that we need. Oh, I don't know. What could that be if you followed my channel here? How about hemp, which can be used for everything and doesn't include PFASs, and it's a natural product, and it can just be used for everything. And that's not talked about anywhere. Yet it needs to be used everywhere, and not for single use, okay? But as the environmental educator, education and agenda is we have to end our disposable society, from homes to fast food to stadium concessions to packaging and transportation packaging. But fast food, and we need to just not have all of this disposable packaging. We just need to figure out a new system, of which hemp can be needs to be the major component that all of these brilliant people are searching for. So now, if anybody would listen to me, but nobody does, and this guy here, this chemist, Roy Plunkett, back there in 1938, he just stumbled across this, and he truly had no idea what a wonder he gave to the world, and that it was something that would be used in everything, but also what everything in this world is a double-edged sword, good and bad. I don't know of one thing that's not a double-edged sword. And certainly these forever chemicals are, and we can take them out of our society with hemp and, with ending our disposable society. So we're trying to get people to listen. We're definitely putting the push on Trump again that, his first campaign said they were considering my ideas. That was an email. It had to have come from Ivanka. That was her terminology. And I'm every day trying, people, because these are the actual real solutions that the world needs. So stay tuned, people.